I normally smell a toilet before I see the sign. That's how bad the toilets in Singapore are.
Yes, the state of our public toilets leave much to be desired.
But we still try to avoid going to the public toilets.
I would avoid toilets in coffee shops and non-air conditioned places.
A survey of 500 Singaporeans between the ages of 18 and 65 was conducted last December by students from Ngee Ann Polytechnic's School of Business and Accountancy for the Restroom Association. And the survey found that Singaporeans were the least happy with the cleanliness of toilets in coffee shops.
I think it has improved a lot, but there's still much room for improvement. Meaning it's still very wet and slippery. And I think it's a hazard if the floor is very slippery.
Right.
But the cleanliness, as in generally it's not as bad as probably 2-3 years ago.
It's not a surprise because it has been top of the list for the past 3 years. So we hope that we shouldn't wait for things to happen. We shouldn't think of changing people's mindset and behavior take times. We should be more proactive to see what other things can be done. For example, that working with the agency to uplift the standard. And we think that the mandatory rating system would be one way to uplift the whole standard and the cleanliness of the public toilets in coffee shops. And then once we renovate the toilet, uplift the standard, the next thing we need to do is to educate the user.
Indeed, participants in the survey felt that users should help to keep the toilets clean. But what is the worst people have seen in toilets here?
There was no paper and no one was around, so it was quite a hassle.
Right.
And the cleaners don't seem to top it up, and the floors were dirty and wet.
For some reason, our toilets are always wet. Compared to other toilets, which the countries that I've been to, the toilets are always dry, and I think that's one of the reasons why it gives off a stench.
I think also the ventilation within the toilets itself, especially public toilets.
Some people cannot pee properly into the bowl.
There's a lot of, crabs scattering around, and then it's kind of uncomfortable.
Usually people put a lot of tissue into the toilet so that sometimes the toilet remains unclogged. So usually I have difficulty in flushing it.
When my boy was smaller, to find a public toilet with a changing table for diapers can be quite challenging.
As a result of the survey, the Restroom Association is proposing a mandatory rating scheme for toilets here. Find out how the rating system will work and how it will affect Singaporeans in the next clip.